We have the massage chair that you can see Roy has found himself in.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah. And then you come in and we have a full setup. Obviously the laptop with 5 monitors, the travel monitors, then you have your flat screen. We have the iMac. The iMac's kind of a guest computer in case friends over, wants to work, do something, hang out in the office with me. There's a computer for them. But then this is my newest pride and joy, and this thing is like what I would consider a lava lamp for adults. It's just liquid cooled, and you can just watch it. It looks very smoky, just fulfilling. And if you come over here, you'll see this is Homer filling up all the liquid, you know.
There we go. So I know that we were talking about this earlier, and that you were a gamer when you were younger, but you haven't really gamed in a while. What was kind of the inspiration behind getting this setup here?
I've always wanted a liquid cooled or some kind of cool gaming PC, and when I saw this one, I was just like, wow, that's the coolest thing ever. And the price was right. We talk about buying things right. Normally that'd be a $6,000-$7,000 computer, and I ended up getting it as a refurb. It was used by the company gave a bunch of them out as loaners to a professional gaming company, and when they did that, they used them for a while for competitions and then sent them back. So it was a refurb, and still offered a 3-year warranty on it. $2,500 for this exact computer, and
Incredible.
it was incredible. So I just said, when the time is right and the right deals pop up in front of your face, you want to be able to be ready to buy. I think that's one thing about wanting to have money, but also having delayed gratification into when you're going to achieve those things. Even if you have the money to buy them, it doesn't mean now's the right time to buy them.
Yep.
So you have to learn to buy things right, and I had to do that through buying things wrong. All right? We all learn through experience. When you buy a car and a year later try to trade it in, and it's worth half of what you paid for it, and you're like, well, how did that happen, right? You didn't buy it right.
So what's a little special here is that even something like this that you could have gotten years ago, you went and got these yachts and these boats and a lot of things that were actually assets for you first, before you decided to start spending on things that you actually wanted to get for fun.
Before filling a room full of screens and electronics. I mean, because for me, the way I make my money is, even though I'm a trader, I'm not the trader who needs 100 screens to manually trade. I build algorithms.
You just need 1,000-foot screen that's right in front of you. How do you use your time during a day? Can you walk us through like a typical daily schedule for you?
Absolutely. So it depends on what time I went to bed. I find myself pulling all-nighters a lot lately. Not the healthiest thing, and I try not to do it often, but I've been in a mode lately where business has been going, and sometimes you realize if you stop, you're not going to get to do the other things you want to accomplish the next day. So lately I've been trying to go to the gym in the morning, because typically if I don't go in the morning, I'm not going to go at all. Okay. It's a discipline thing with me, because once your day gets going and calls keep happening, and you don't find the time to step out of alignment and go over there. But when you start your day with it, you feel phenomenal. So I've been working on getting back in the gym every morning. It's been a part of my routine recently. Outside of that, I come into this office as soon as I get back, and I shower and eat some food. I'm right back in here, and truthfully, I lock myself in here almost every day until midnight, 2 a.m. But there are the days where I spontaneously go, hey, let's take out the boat, or let's take out the jet skis. And I have my jet ski and my other boat across in my neighbor's yard. And I'll just walk back there, hop on the jet ski, and I'm out. So it depends, and you can get your freedom, or you go have some food with your girlfriend or son, and you get out of the house. But for the most part, I get my most work accomplished in this room, in the zone. Back in the day, I used to be a nomad. I loved to travel. I was all over the place, and it was great. It was a fun experience. You meet a lot of people, you have a lot of time, good networking. Me, I don't need to go do all this networking anymore, to the point where I have so much already on my plate that staying in here
is the most productive
thing that I could possibly be doing. And the truth is, I love it, because I'm working in my time. I'm working in my environment. I can do what I want to do if I want to step away. Right? There's no one breathing down your throat. Right. So even though, yes, I'm working my ass off, I love it, and I enjoy it because it's for me and for other people, and it's not somebody telling me that I need to do it, because that's my problem. I have a problem with authority. Don't tell me I can't do something because I'm going to go do it, right? It's that feeling of wanting to do it for you and being able to do it, no matter if maybe I'm working harder than I would have doing something else. I like doing it because it's fun.
I guess that's one of like the main qualities of a successful serial entrepreneur, is that maybe you're not good with authority, which is why you've been able to make it work for yourself and kind of set up this life for yourself. So I mean, you're involved in so many different ventures. One, how you describe yourself, and then two, how do you kind of split up your time in between all these different things that you're involved in?
Absolutely, yeah. So I have a bunch of different projects, but in the simplified way of expressing gratitude to what I've achieved, I just consider myself a glorified consultant, right? I'm able to put puzzle pieces together to help enhance other people's businesses, their structures, my own infrastructures, and I'm just good at building infrastructure and creating solutions for people. So in creating those solutions, that is 99%, right? I'm here, I'm working the solutions,
So you are involved in trading. You're also involved in building all the trading technology. Do you feel like at this point, since you kind of like very involved in EAs and things like that, do you feel like you don't spend as much time doing the trading part and just more kind of optimizing the technology and things?
Exactly that. I am not hands-on trading anymore. I'm an algorithm developer. I optimize, I enhance, I watch data, I set up, I strategy test, and this is what I do for tons of businesses, right? I do my own research and development. I do research and development for other companies. I build infrastructure, I build solutions, I create things, and all of that's optimizations. I'd say I'm just the kind of person that can come into a business and help them optimize multiple parts of their business, whether that could be advertising and marketing, whether that's payment solution and providing, whether that's even some of the structure and better, implementing leadership roles and how to take the business to the next level, finding investors, and same when it comes to software. For me, my research and development in software is, okay, how do I optimize to continuing market conditions, changes, things that happen, and I run raw data accounts. I build so many strategy testers, and then I just run forward testing on live accounts on every single pair that I want to test and run, and I learn from the data. And I just basically use a machine learning algorithm to learn from that data and to enhance the product consistently. So
if someone wanted to start trading algorithmically, would you recommend that they start off learning algorithmic trading first, or would you recommend people go through manual trading to understand the nuances and then move over to the technology?
I think that actually going straight into using some kind of EA, and you need to use them on demos. I tell everybody, don't get in and just start using EA and log money. Use a bunch of them on demos and understand them, because by understanding sometimes how an EA works, oftentimes some people can understand trading better. Like truthfully, when I first started trading, it was mainly gambling. And through getting into EAs, 5-6 years ago, it turned into a passion where I started developing my own EAs, learning from EAs, figuring out how to improve things myself. And that even taught me more how to trade than I learned more about trading using EAs than I did trying to manually do it. So sometimes I think for people, when they're manually trading, they're just trying to gamble and hit home runs. And when you get into EAs, it's more mathematical. It's more actual true risk to reward. It's what's my risk, what's my reward, and how do I run a conservative profile that's going to grow my money without losing my money? And that's the questions people need to ask themselves.
So what do you think are the biggest takeaways that you've had from that experiential journey of being involved in trading algorithms? What are some things that you didn't know as a traditional trader that you've been exposed to through data and analytics?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing is over 80% of all the trading in this market is done through algorithms. So when an average retail investor is manually trading, thinks they have a chance up against thousands of algorithms and market makers, it's like,
you're toast.
You're toast, and that's why 90% of retail traders do lose money in the market. Statistically, they don't make money. That statistic isn't much farther off from successful business owners who start a business and run it more than 3 years, right? So being able to run a business over 3 years is the real test of any business owner, and typically if it's going to achieve long-term success. So I tell people that's that piece too, is just you got to be ready for longevity and a track record, and going after it.
There you go. So this is a trading podcast, so I'd be remiss if I didn't ask at least one trading question, which is, what advice could you give to traders who are watching this right now on how to best optimize their results and how to get out of that 90% loser camp and then make it over to that 10% winner camp? What similarities have you seen from successful algorithms or successful traders that you could pass on?
I think the biggest thing is people understanding compounding interest and the true power of it, and knowing that you don't need to go hit these 15, 20, 30% months some people like to try to achieve on their accounts. It's like, no, consistent, safe growth with good risk management. If you can make even 3 to 5% a month on your money, you're beating some of the world's top hedge funds. And a lot of people don't understand that, because that is the true risk that goes into a company that's managing billions of dollars. So stop thinking about yourself managing $1,000, $10,000. Start thinking, if I treated this like a career and I truthfully wanted freedom and I wanted to compound my wealth to a point that I would never have to work again, what does that look like? And that's the question people need to ask themselves. So I would tell everybody, take that advice, run with it, and understand what's your real plan with trading. Is this a career? Is this something you see yourself making money off of for the next 10 years, 20 years? For me, I know that I'm going to constantly be advancing my softwares and my algorithms to continue to perform in the markets as long as I'm alive and these markets exist for me to trade. So
Hell yeah.
You have to decide what that looks like for you. You know, how long do you want to make money from this market? Is it a fad? Do you have a different passion project you want to pursue? For me, I have my passion projects, but I know that if I can build systems that pay me passive money, there's nothing better than that. People go start all these other businesses to make some passive money. Imagine if you could find a strategy, build a strategy, and just make a few percent a month on your money for the rest of your life. And again, there's no guarantees here, right? Because I'm not selling you anything. We have nothing to sell in this pitch right here. I'm just telling you about how I physically manage my own money, and whether you decide to go do something like that yourself, that's up to you. But yeah, we're making no guarantees. You can take risks, losses. A lot of trading is risky. 90% of people lose money. We said it. Be different. Be different. And that's the difference between the people in this industry that make money and the people that don't. It's all self-limiting beliefs and risk management. Understand the risk.
And another piece that I've seen, which I feel like has contributed to your success, is that this is a genuine passion for you to kind of be involved in markets, more than just like, you know, you're like a journeyman kind of stopping by in the short term, like most people are. So do you feel like that's allowed you to have an advantage? It's kind of seeing yourself in this market for the long term, and that's why you're so passionate about the optimization? Or do you feel like you could have had the same results even if you were just passing by?
No, I think I had to become, you know, like you said, journeyman, right? And go all in on the market and, you know, take in the journey. And I think I had to lose a lot of money to also learn. And I think that's the same thing that happens to most people. The difference is they quit. And we talked about this again, you know, when you quit before you get what you want, and it's like digging gold and you're right there, and it's just, you have to understand that when you want something, you can't let go of the vision and the goal. I had to lose a lot of money to find and create a successful strategy and build the systems that I've developed today. I had to risk it all numerous times and lose it all numerous times to build the systems and the strategies that I've done today. I've had to take more risks than the ordinary person will ever take in their entire life to get the life and the things that I am doing and deserve today, right? So you have to just be willing to take the risks in life. You have to be willing to go all in, and you have to be so committed that even when you want to pull your hair out and nothing makes sense, that you're gonna get exactly what you want and what you deserve. So just put the work in.
So Tyler, today's entire tour has been a masterclass in determination, in setting goals for yourself and really achieving them, and in risk taking. Because something I've heard from you a lot, even when we talk privately, is that you're willing to take a lot of risks, which is why you're able to have so much big upside. Now, obviously, when you were taking risks in the beginning, that must have been very challenging, but clearly that's something that's paid off for you through that determination. So I appreciate you sharing your story with us. Can we expect you at the FX Summit 2023 conference on stage?
Absolutely. We're gonna go crush this thing.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
excited. FX Summit 2023. You gotta be there. Make sure you get your tickets in advance, because this is one of those events that's gonna sell out, and if you don't get your ticket, you're gonna miss another great event.
Come meet me, come meet Tyler, and come see Tyler speak on stage more about his technologies and how you guys can optimize your trading. We'll catch you guys at the FX Summit 2023 conference. Take it easy.